Alright, I'm here. I don't know how most is going to work. So, what I've done is I've done my initial research. I did a search for a silver Thor's hammer. Went out to this website. I discovered it's from the 9th, 10th century. I've got measurements on it from the picture. As you can see, it's a nice simple Thor's hammer. The way I'm going to create this is I'm going to use Inkscape. Inkscape is a freeware program. It has a robust user community supporting it. It does vector graphics, and it allows me to export shapes to TinkerCAD. TinkerCAD is a free 3D program that AutoCAD bought, Autodesk, and it's available for anybody to use. It uses simple geometric shapes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create shapes that I make. So I'm going to download this picture. And I'm going to save it. And I can minimize this screen. Inkscape. Import. And that's my son Joey saying that somebody stole our laundry. And that's my son Joey realizing that I'm recording something, suddenly being awesome. Now I have my reference. It's at an angle, so it's not perfect, but it's a pretty good angle for me to judge from. So this is what I'm going to do. I need two profiles here, and I need these profiles so that I can properly shape the blank in the AutoCAD program. So I have layers. I'm going to create a second layer. Now I have two layers. Layer 1 has my image in it. Layer 2 has nothing in it. To start with, I'm going to take this image. I'm going to create a shape. What I really want to do is I want to trace the shape of the Thor's hammer as I'm looking at it from the top. And I can't really do that, so I'm going to use my best guess here. So what I need to curve that. So I'm going to start building some shapes here. Shape these. That's good. Square. 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 Here. Now I'm going to correct, taking this image out of the way. Make sure everything is truly up. Now I'm going to use my object alignment tools. It brings up the screen over here. This relative to my selection area. So now the centers have all been aligned horizontally. access. So now I've got to take this shape and make it look like that. Now, the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to select all of these. And I'm going to use object, path, sorry, path, and then I'm going to select union. Now what happened was 3 disparate objects have become a single object. The next thing I need to do is I need to start editing this. You see I have points that I can edit. And before I do this, I'm going to want to create a new piece as thin as I can. There we go. Stick. Nice and thin. Good. And shorten this slightly. Select these all. Line them. That's my center point marker. I need that. Let's zoom in. Okay. Now I bring this up and I can see it right up here. Right now I just need the rough shape. So first thing I want to do is roll this out a little bit. Roll this out a little bit. This piece right here, I just get rid of it. You can see it automatically becomes curved. At this point, now you'll notice it didn't become the exact same curve. I don't know why, it's freeware. Let's deal with this. Here, this point, here, well, back off a little bit, we'll work my pieces. See that there's some issues here. I don't know if all of the original pieces have been inserted in there, if they have. Drag them over. If need be, I will zoom in. It looks like I need to. So that I can see everything that's going on. Okay. Select that point. Get rid of it. Select that point. Get rid of it. And with 2 points. What here? With current these handles. That's much better. Also need to build the curve down here to shift this space. Here as well. I'm not going to do that yet. I want to get the rough shape correct before that point. So I'm going to hit at this point. There we go. there. And these points need to come over. Point. Grab it. Grab it. Good. There we go. Just this thing. Now, I don't really have to do it for the entire shape. I could do it for just half of the shape and cut this in half, copy it, flip it, join the two halves together. I'm just doing it for the entire shape right now. So now I've got everything set up. And now let's try to get the shapes right. So the waves, curve, the waves. Much better. Okay. So now this. I can see these areas are rounded. So let's get in close on those. This is all about manipulating curves. This curve is right here. So we're going to get this more properly rounded. Drag that handle out. Drag the handle over. So this a little bit. Right. This back on. Okay, no. That needs to be flatter. Curve. So get this again. So this is going to be that. So let's see this and that. And I'm liking that profile. That's looking good. You can see that when I manipulate this curve and right up above. So what I have to do is this. And if I change this portion of the curve, I may have to change this portion because the changes that we made. Let's do that now slightly. That looks like a good profile to me. So now I can try to readjust everything over on this side. Instead, we'll use the cutting technique I talked about. Set up for it. There's now you'll be a little closer. This line. Just use with build stroke. Change the color. Um, this. See, I'm still coming out a little bit. My bow's wrong. So I need to fix that. Or anything else. There. All right. Select these 2 points. Select. Shift select. This. Ta-da! Cut that in half. Control C. Control V. Flip it on the vertical axis. Select both these pieces. And we'll use the object line. Looks good. So now I will do a and ta-da. There's my version piece for it. So now, and you can see the piece in comparison. And that's pretty darn close. I'm kind of happy with that. So that's one layer. Drag it over here. Reason being, if I tried to export this without it being on the page, only the page area is exported. So nothing to be exported. Now, yeah, fill, so I can see my layers. To cut that to highlight it so it shows up. There it is. So I've actually looked at this ahead of time, and I've seen another picture of this particular Thor's hammer, and it tapers, so it's kind of a wedge, with a circle at the top. So all I have to do is make a piece that is the same length as this original red piece that I've got, this one profile that and I've got a taper. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm going to make sure that my focus is on the screen. Zoom in, over, I could do this manually. I could select the object, and I can look at the top, and I can see exactly how wide it is. I can cut that. Square. 2. And I can make my circle. That's going to do it. Now, the only real trick here is that I want my circle to be as, I want it to be rounded. And in order for it to be rounded, I need to make it round at the very end. If I make it round and then I manipulate the object shape, it's going to be distorted. So I can take this object, make it as high, as wide as the original piece. It exactly matches. I don't have to eyeball it, which is very useful. But because I need my circle in the exact shape, I'm going to have to, that's the question I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. To start with, circle, and I'm going to make it as high. Just the circle and the same width. And now I'm going to put these pieces together. And here. And again, I'm being silly because all I have to do is highlight these two, go to my object, line and distribute, up, this, those ends, this, slide down some, select them all, line them, select this, right there. That looks pretty good to me. Select these two. And now I just need to apply my taper. And I'm really going to get tight on this one. I'm doing this manually. That will actually add those mistakes that I would make. To the authentic look of it. And you can see I've just done this by eyeball. Okay, and now let's scroll over to the end. And this looks good. All right. So now, ready to save these pieces. And first thing you always want to do is make sure the layers are correct. They're not. I'll put everything up there. Control X to cut that. Choose the active layer and paste it. too. So I'm like, first thing you do is save as an Inkscape file. Always, always, always save it. Doors, hammer, project. Saving an SVG. Alright. Now that I've done that, I'm going to save. This is a good trick. File, document properties, resize page content. Now, page size is only as big as the space required to fit the object. And now I'm going to save as profile. Save the object. Object properties. Size page driver selection. File. Save as. Paste. And done with this. So now, I can shut this down. Let's go to TinkerCAD. And you can see some of the objects that I've got here. TinkerCAD is free. Create a new design. Alright. So first thing I want to do is sorry, I'm looking in the wrong place. To file. I suddenly realized I have no idea where I saved those shapes to. We're going to do anything. Think documents. There's hammer. Place. First. Right, how big is my object supposed to be? This Thor hammer is 34 millimeters long. So that base to be 34 millimeters long. Dun, dun, dun. Whoa, it's enormous. But you can see the shape. Now, here's the cool trick. I can just use this shape. Now, this side. Let's invert profile. Again, same height. And there's my profile. And now, first thing I want to do is rotate it 90 degrees. Be a box. Size the box. start big scale here. It needs to be bigger than both pieces. We are making there we go. Awesome. Now let's select these two pieces. And let's align them. Center piece. So this piece. Right, it's going to be big enough to cover the entire base. Now it's good. This piece. This piece. Center. The height. This piece becomes a hole. Pieces. As you can see, just cut that shape hole through the center of this. So get this piece, just one, here, here, center them, center them. There we go. That. Do it. Okay. This piece. All the way. This side. Way. Select this object. Turn it into a hole. Yes, like this. There we go. There is my tapered Thor's hammer shape. As I look at this, I can tell I did not taper it enough, but I'm going to go with it. Here, see it's kind of square up here. It's not really rounded. I could make that better. The front edge really should be down further. Unfortunately, because TinkerCAD uses basic shapes, I can't really manipulate this the way that I could in Inkscape. This is the shape that I'm kind of stuck with right now. So let me finish this up. Here's our Thor's hammer, and you can see that it has the circular indents in it. So all I have to do now is go to my geometric shapes, and I need to find, there it is. That's it. Let's tube over, and my tube looks like it needs to be a little bit bigger. Let's adjust this tube. 26 by 27, 27 by 27. There we go. Circular. Hold. Um, okay. Here. There we go. And now I will just make my holes. I say now I will just make my holes. It's actually probably the hardest part of the process for me. I've got to manually align everything. TinkerCAD is not a precision engineering tool. So it will not do a lot of things. You really, really want to make sure. So I'm going to do 5 across. So I should probably start at the center. I am simply Control C, Control V. There is actually a very cool tool, Control D, that will allow you to duplicate what you've done. So I'm actually going to make this easier for myself to have all these just line. Center that. Line there. This is just line to it looks like more all together. Oops. So there it goes. These holes. Are these perfectly aligned? They're never going to be, but this needs to be dragged over slightly. That. And now I need another one of these. What I do. So there. Two. Ah, ah, ah. And make sure this piece is actually fighting next to the material, but not too far. Make sure this piece is fighting the material. Again, not too far. And now select all these pieces. There's my Thor's hammer. And if you look at the original piece, you'll see that it has additional markings 1, 2, 3, 4 going up. It also has the hole in the center. I'm going to ignore these and I'm going to put the hole in the center. And I'm going to be done. So, a simple cylinder. Now, make it rotate 90 degrees. Make it hole. Drag it out my piece. And the easiest way to do that is going to be the line tool, just line, center, back. This is there. This is the line tool. Drag this up. Now that I want it. Yes, yes, I can align it perfectly. I should do that. So I will do that. No. That. There's the hole. Let's go adjust that so it's not quite. That's pretty good to me. So now I'm going to make sure that space through. Group them again. So the holes cut out on the side. There's my blank. Hold it all the way through. Back out. Since I'm here, I'll check out these holes. Visually, that looks good. I'm doing this quick and dirty for you. If I was being very careful, I would go to Shapeways or i.Materialise. I would make sure that the depth of these holes meets the material specifications guidelines. But for now, let me back out on this. I think that's going to be pretty good. All right, so very simple. Thor's hammer. We've done this, what, half an hour? I could take this blank and I could save it, and I could put some very, very intricate design on there by doing design. I could sketch it by hand. I could import it into Inkscape. I could trace it and turn it into an SVG. I could save the file. I could import it. It becomes an object in TinkerCAD, and then I could create a hole so I could size. I could put a raised piece on. I could put a border on, and so I'm just not doing that right now. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the design. All changes are saved. Close it. Grab the viewer on this. Click on order a 3D print with your Shapeways. 3D. So now it's going to transfer me over. Log in. Now I'm in the print area. And right here, what you're seeing is The design is being gone through, it's being tested by the algorithms that determine if it meets the material specifications for 3D printing in the various materials. Strong flexible plastic, metallic plastic, frosted detail plastic. This acrylic it's awesome. It's wonderful for printing masters if you're going to cast things. The acrylic, the frosted detail plastic is really super cheap. The acrylic plastic is good, but it has more granularity, more of the design lines visible. This is where we're really interested in, is stainless steel. And as you can see, you can print it in stainless steel, matte gold stainless steel, bronze, polished gold look stainless steel. These are all steel materials. They've just got a different appearance to them. So you can get a gold appearance without having to actually pay for gold. And now I'm going to take a look at this. And the issues, I guarantee I sized this incorrectly, which is why it's costing so much. Yeah, it exceeds the bounding box. So obviously I scaled this wrong. Let's tinker the design. I was thinking I was making that mistake, but let's see how long I actually made it, because I'm pretty sure it's much longer than 34 millimeters. This, and wow, 500 meters. That's just astounding. So if I scale this back to 34 millimeters, okay, I'm going to 36 right now. So I didn't know. Scale back. And now I have to zoom in on this. And you can see it's all distorted. I mean, it's horrific. So down. Actually, about, we'll call it 3 millimeters. That'll be fairly thick. Height. Space down. There's my details on this. 34 by 24. 7, 24. 34.37 is good. And there. Design. Save. Close. Grips through Shapeways. D. Printing. And now I'm actually expecting to have some errors pop up telling me that some of the details are too small, which is why it would be better if I had done this properly the first time. But you're not going to do everything properly the first time. You should really expect to work all the way through the project, find all the places you failed, make notes, make your design changes, and then go through a second time. And by the third time, you're going to get the design to where you like it, and then you're going to have to change things to meet the design specifications that the printers can meet. Some details will be too small. You're going to have to increase the size of them. Some details will be too big, they won't look right. you're going to have to make modifications. So by the 4th or 5th iteration, you're probably going to get pretty good at it. So let's check out some of the issues. But also, let's look at, if you printed this out in stainless steel, you would expect to pay about $8. You printed it out for $12 instead of polished gold steel, plus shipping. They have shops in the United States and Europe, so you're going to pay local shipping. So you're looking at about $20. That's really not a bad price for your own custom design. And let's go view the issues with stainless steel. And yeah, it's wall thickness. And this is really cool because it shows me the areas. Oh wow, that's the only area I have to fix. That is absolutely awesome. So basically what it's saying is here I need to move the circle in a little bit so that there's more space at the back, there's more wall thickness, and I probably need to resize it slightly. That yellow means they're concerned about it, but they'll allow it. And they will allow you to try and print this anyway, if you want to. They're always willing to experiment with you. You can see for the frosted detail plastic, it passed. It was $7 plus shipping, which means that if I wanted to cast this myself, I could have them send me the piece in plastic, and then I could use that to make molds. And then precious metals. You could actually have this printed in silver. And it passed all the checks for silver. And so you're looking at about $45, $50 to have this made in silver. And honestly, if you made the design more complicated, you just didn't use the stamped circles, it's pretty much going to be the same price. In bronze, $17. Okay, that's not bad. Gold obviously gets expensive, as does platinum, but those things are available. The precious metals, they don't actually print in precious metals. They print it into a wax, and then they actually do lost wax casting. And at this point, I have covered everything that I want to cover on this. I'm done. I'm ending this hangout. Thank you very much. And we are done just as soon as I can figure out how to shut this darn thing down. Dun, dun, dun.